Howdy there, folks. I'm Gene the Pink Panther, as always, and this is DuckTales part, number 3, and we're going to the moon. Oh, and this level has hands down the best song in the game. I almost feel bad commentating over it, but I'm gonna try and make it loud enough that you all can hear it. Anyway, this is probably the second hardest level, just because it kind of utilizes everything. And I do think that this is what should be considered the final level. As you can see, there are kind of Darth Vader-ish looking ducks, or Quack Vader. Oh, they're duck bots, as I prefer to call them. And there are Martians that they kind of look like octopuses. But anyway, yeah, there are those, and you saw them for a brief second. There are big fat Martians. It's the key to the UFO. Yeah, we got the key to the UFO. Some idiot just left the keys to it somewhere not in the engine room, or the cockpit, or, yeah, the driver's seat. And, once again, this is Launchpad McQuack. You want to lift back to Duckbird, Mr. McBee? Heck yes! Now, I love that, by the way. He doesn't ride in the helicopter, he hangs from a rope. Anyway, Launchpad is a pilot that I believe works for Uncle Scrooge and flies him whenever he goes treasure hunting. I don't know a whole lot about him, but he is essential if you're wanting to get the best ending. The reason I used him is because it cuts down on backtracking. Yeah, because the moon is very backtrack heavy, which is why I think it should be the final level. Anyway, so that's what I know about Launchpad McQuack, and that's how you use him. The thing is that unlike when you die and get a game over, because when you get a game over, that's it, you have to start the whole game over. When you go back, what money you collected up until you go back, bless me bagpipes! Now Gizmo Duck can blast that wall, which I didn't show off at the beginning, I'm sorry. What money you have when you reach Launchpad and you go back to Duckbird, you get to keep that money, which is why you want to go to him. You can only use him once per level, but yeah, you want to go to him. Anyway, now we're going to go and get the other hidden treasure, and you really have to know how to aim with the cane hopping. What you want to do, and this is the trick to it, you want to make sure that the cane hits whatever you're trying to land on, and not Scrooge, any other part of Scrooge. Just the cane. That is the key to always making these jumps. They're not so spaced out that, you know, you're not going to be able to make them. It's just, you gotta make sure and watch the cane rather than Scrooge. Anyway, that's what I wanted to show in the UFO. Oh, I can't get over how much I love the music. Anyway, so next, we need to go and blast open the wall that I didn't show up. We got the controller for Gizmo Duck, who I don't know very much about, but we're gonna see him anyway, and he's pretty awesome, I like him. So we go over here to the right of outside the UFO. We wait for the platform. We keep waiting for the platform. Come on, hurry up. There we go. And then we hop over. Now, rather than try and jump on these guys, I like to usually just try and jump in between them like that. And right there is Gizmo Duck. I know nothing about him. I'm sorry, guys. But I do know that if you follow him after he blows up the wall, he'll just roll off into a pit. Right here, you can get quite a bit of ice cream in here before the boss. Yeah, we're already at the boss of the moon. There's actually 3 ice cream cones you can get before it. And this place is full of Beagle Brothers, and I don't know why. Anyway, this is the second hardest boss in the game, if only because of how incredibly random it is. It is a moon rat. And you want to be careful, because when he jumps up towards you, if you jump on him as he's jumping into you, then you're still going to get hit. So you want to be careful. But the thing is that I usually hang out towards the top right and just wait until he's close enough for me to jump on, and then I jump on him and jump out of the way. Anyway, that's him. He's not that bad. And we got the moon cheese. Probably my favorite of all the treasures just because of what it is. Moon cheese. So, we got $7.2 million. So, I guess that means that we finished the game. We did all the levels. You know, well, this was DuckTales. All lands are... Wait, what? Hey, get back here! Wait, where are you going? Ah, someone stop them! They're running away! If you want to get back the treasure, come to Dracula Duck Manor. And now we get to my only really big problem with the game. We're back in Transylvania for the 3rd time. And this is the final level. And it's the exact same layout and level. This is my only big complaint about DuckTales, is that the final level is the exact same thing that we've seen already, and that we've been to twice now. I don't mind it for the African mines because you're there for all of 10-15 seconds. But yeah, you have to go through the exact same thing, and it's short, and it's not a final level. And the boss is even in the same place. We get chased by the same ghost, we make the same movements, and yeah, this is my only big complaint about DuckTales. Anyway, though, we're at the final boss now. Come on, Dracula Duck. Holy schnitzel, he's floating. He is incredibly easy for a final boss, and even though I do absolutely terrible fighting in here, I mean, I do really bad. This is the worst I've ever done, but you'll see, I take for freaking ever. What you want to do is you want to jump on the bats when they're low enough, and they usually gravitate to where you're at once they go up from being down. Like, watch, they'll go down and then they'll go up to right about where you're at and try and run into you. So the key is to stand on the ground while they're going up, and then they'll be lower generally than anywhere else. What you want to do is you want to use the pogo, or the cane, I keep calling it a pogo stick, to bounce off of the bat and jump onto Dracula. Yeah, and that's it. This is all he does. He disappears, reappears to a random spot in the same general height, so if you're standing still, he's not going to teleport on top of you, and then he sends a bat at you. Really, the worst thing you have to worry about in this is timer. Which, you really don't have to, because each level has like 10 minutes worth of time. So, yeah, this is the final boss. He's nothing. Magica Dispel is a crap load harder, even though I'm fighting him really terribly here. She was still incredibly hard. She was still much harder, and yeah, I wouldn't say the final boss is disappointing, it's just, I don't know, I was expecting a little more. I don't care so much about that as much as the whole, we go to Transylvania 3 freaking times, and it's the final level. I hate that. And I almost died. Like I said, this is the worst time I've ever had fighting Dracula here. Or Count Quackula. Like I said, I quacked myself up. So we beat him, yay! You may have beaten Dracula Duck, but not me. If you want the treasures back, you'll have to catch me. Very slow text. Which, this is really just for fun. I don't know this guy's name, I'm afraid, but I do know that he always competes with Scrooge because he wants to become the richest duck, which Scrooge is the richest duck in the world, and this other guy wants to be the richest duck. And yay, we got treasure and money! Look at him! Scrooge is hopping around like one happy mother ducker. Ha ha! Oh, I love duck jokes. Daring explorer Scrooge McDuck has found the 5 legendary treasures, making him the richest duck in the world. You're a master treasure hunter. $7,378,000. Yeah, we're freaking rich. Hooray, Uncle Scrooge! We're glad you found the treasures, but don't forget we helped too, somehow. We don't know how, but yeah. We helped, so we want money. Come on, give us money! Come on! I don't believe you can scroll through this faster. Right, lads, I couldn't have done it without you. I really am the richest duck in the world. I would have liked it so much better if he said, oh, sure, and just gave each of them like $1 or something. I would have loved that so much more. Anywho, though, this was DuckTales. The title music will just keep playing until you reset the game. DuckTales is freaking awesome, and I love it. Anywho, yeah. Like I said, though, I am dissatisfied with the fact that the final level we've been to 3 freaking times. I don't like that. They should have made a completely new level to be the final one. I don't even care that it was Dracula Duck, who was incredibly easy. It's the fact that we have to go to Transylvania 3 times. Anywho, though, I'm Gene the Pink Panther. This was the final part of DuckTales. Stay tuned for the extra video, and I'll see you later.